Good morning. It is 7:42. Welcome back to a great day for this Wednesday, and it's a great day in central Iowa, and especially a great day around the Iowa State Fairgrounds because, believe it or not, the 410 sprint cars are returning to the Iowa State Fair Speedway later on tonight. And the guy sitting to my left is going to be one of those people strapping into one of those vehicles. He is the dude. It is Danny Lasoski. How you doing, my friend?
Lou, thank you very much for having us back on.
Good to see you, man. We've got to become really good friends over the past several years, and it's so cool having somebody of your status and your stature being at the Iowa State Fair racetrack.
I'm so excited to be here. We were here a couple weeks ago for a 360 race. Didn't get to run very many laps. We had a little fender bender, but very excited that Tony Morrow's bringing the NSL back to Iowa State Fairground with all the history. I'm just glad that I can be a part of it.
Okay, we're talking about the Casey's Clash, which is going on this evening, and this is going to be a pretty big deal. 16 years since the 410 sprint cars have rode around the Iowa State Fairgrounds in Des Moines. Big deal. Grandstands open at 5 o'clock. Hot laps about 6:30, and the racing to follow. If you want to get in the pit area, which is probably the way to go, get on the big stage in the middle. That's a really cool way, the party patio. Do that, but that's what you want to do. But you mentioned the National Sprint League. Now, that is something that's fairly new.
This year is brand new for the series. Todd Queering, my car owner, had a vision of bringing back 410 racing to the Midwest. You know, Knoxville, Iowa is the mecca. Everybody knows about Knoxville,
right.
But 410 racing has been very slim through the whole Midwest.
Why do you think that is?
I just think it just got away because the promoters couldn't afford to bring the big races in. Now he started a series from ground up, and it's going phenomenal right now.
It's like bringing the major league players.
It's exactly right. And we're going to places like Britt, Iowa that we've never seen before. Different places, different venues, and bringing in more fans, and that's what it's all about.
And you were in Britt last night, which is quite a jaunt from Des Moines, quite a journey. But here are the results from last night in Britt, Iowa, of all places. That is over at the Hancock County Speedway. You didn't do too bad there, Danny. Third place. That's a nice run.
That's not what we wanted, but we'll take a podium finish. You know, we're all about trying to get that #1 and win more races.
And that's Bill's first win, so congratulations to him.
And that is really good about our series. So far, there's been different winners, which we don't like. Again, we want to win every one. But I think that's why Todd started a series. He wanted to bring more names out there, more venues, and so far, so good.
Yeah, speaking of winning, he's being modest here. I'm going to show you the standings in their series. Hey, look at the standings. Look who's won 4 times. He's won 4 times, and T-Mac has won a couple of times. So, again, you're doing very well in this series. So it seems to fit you well.
Well, thank you very much. It does. And it's I enjoy going to different racetracks, seeing different fans. I love Knoxville, but it's pretty cool to visit more of the Midwest because I've been on the Outlaw Tour a lot, and this is like bringing us back.
Are these tracks able to handle these vehicles? Because I know Knoxville, we know it's a great track. Can these tracks that are normally seeing, you know, trucks and things like that, are they able to handle this?
Surprisingly, yes. We went to the venue last night. I've never seen it before, and it was a very, very good racetrack.
Okay, here's in fact, here's Knoxville. This is the first night of the series at Knoxville, the NSL series, and melee here. This was action from the first night of racing in the series over at Knoxville. But the result was pretty good for you, Danny.
Yeah, we did. We won the first race, and very excited. It shows it right there. We put the muddy car in victory lane, and we won 4 times since.
Yeah, and there you go. And then you went back there, I believe, on June the 6th to Knoxville. You did it again. Oh, then if that wasn't enough, June 20th at Knoxville Raceway, he did it. By the way, on June 27th at Knoxville Raceway, we have to report on these on Monday morning, and I just keep Danny Lasoski's name right there and just put paste, so I don't have to keep typing it over and over again.
June was really good for us.
It was a good June for Lasoski.
I like what you're saying. You're kind of comfortable with that track. You're used to it, so it kind of challenges you to go to new places you've never been before.
It really does, you know, and I don't call myself old. I call myself seasoned because I've been around the racetrack. But there's some of these racetracks just like Britt I've never been before, so I'm very excited. Fairmont, Minnesota. The NSL's seen a lot of places in the Midwest, and very excited about it.
Now you're zigzagging all over, aren't you?
Correct. We raced exactly. We raced at Britt last night. We're racing Des Moines Fairgrounds tonight. We're racing Jackson, Minnesota on Thursday, off Friday, Knoxville Saturday, Sioux Falls, South Dakota Sunday.
Very, very busy. So what are you looking forward to most tonight about the Speedway over at the fairgrounds?
Winning. We would love to win here. You know, it's been so long in the history with the Des Moines Fairgrounds, and
It's a storied venue, isn't it?
It really is, and Tony's worked really hard to get this, as well as the NSL. Going over there and being able to try to put the muddy car in victory lane is our goal.
As you said, the 410s haven't been around in a while. What makes them different from the 360s if people haven't seen them out and about?
You know, you're like strapping yourself to a rocket. It's 900 horsepower. You know,
900 horsepower?
900 plus horsepower. You know, you got a 1,400-pound car with the driver in it after the race, so it's going to be high speeds, and I think the fans are really going to enjoy the action pack.
People have been waiting for this for a long time.
They have, and I have been waiting for it because it's been so long since I've raced there. Very excited about coming.
Well, that's cool. Now, one of the things that we were talking about, not only the fact that Lasoski is going to be at the fairgrounds tonight racing in a 410, which is amazing, but originally the King, Steve Kinzer, was scheduled to be here tonight, and unfortunately that is not going to happen. In case you did not hear the news over the last weekend, he was involved in a pretty serious crash at Eldora. There's Steve right there. Flipping.
Now, you guys, the safety precautions you guys have in these vehicles on how you're strapped in makes me feel like if you see someone spinning like that, they're going to be okay. But he got rattled up a little bit. Can you kind of explain what might have happened there?
Well, he barrel rolled, and anytime you barrel roll, your body gets thrown left to right. And I understand, you know, Steve's a tough guy, really tough guy, and he got a concussion. He's bruised up pretty bad. But
gotcha.
Anytime you flip like that, the safety equipment can only do its job so long, and he took a good ride, and I think he'll be okay.
Yeah, he said he's only missed one race in his career, and that was about 6 years ago. He broke his arm and hand and had surgery, missed one race, and was racing a couple of days later. But this was serious enough where you just can't take any chances when it involves your head getting banged
concussion
up.
anymore. You really want to watch out.
Yeah, be safe. But the big news is, and the exciting news is, we're back at the fairgrounds tonight, and something else that's going on that's really cool at the Iowa State Fair Speedway is it's the Danny Young Memorial race going on too. You knew Danny, and I knew Danny. He was a super guy.
He was an incredible racer, and going back to, you know, in his honor, it's again, that's another reason to go back and try to win this race.
It is in his honor too. Again, passing away. I can't believe that's been about 20 years.
Wow.
It's amazing, but it's going to be a great time tonight at Iowa State Fair. The racetrack at the fairgrounds has the 410 sprint cars back. And Lasoski, I want to see you in victory lane.
We're going to do our best to do that, and I hope you're there to watch.
I'm going to be there after Zubru. I'm coming over to watch you. Okay.
Fantastic.
All right, but Danny, thank you for getting up early, man. Appreciate it so much.
Thank you guys for having us on. Thank you.
Danny the Dude Lasoski. See him tonight at Iowa State Fair Speedway, and you'll see him possibly